Hi guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to another session brought to you by Accent Nominees, and your host for today is Tomi Ogunleye. The topic we'll be discussing for today is your business and CAC Compliance 3. We discussed Compliance 2 last week, which is active or inactive, where do you belong? So the topic for today is your business and CAC Compliance 3, active or inactive, where do you belong? Where do your business belong? So let's get right into it. So registration of business is not the only thing you can do for your business as a business owner, because most times you see business owners saying, once I register my business like this, the only plan they have for their business when it comes to legal compliance is registration, which should not be so. So registering or incorporating your company is the first important step you take in your entrepreneurial journey. But filing annual returns keeps your business status active and up to date with the CAC or on the CAC portal or on their register. It is also expected that every registered business or company file their annual returns yearly. From the name, you know it's yearly, annual returns, which is what you should do yearly as a registered business under the law. So what is annual returns itself? Annual returns are a formal record of company's financial activities and operations over the past year. So if you are filing annual returns for this year, you'll be required to bring in your financial activities for and operations for the year, which is meant to be submitted at the Corporate Affairs Commission, known as the CAC. Filing annual returns is not the only legal requirement, but it is also an essential part. Because you will hear, okay, so once I register my business, some people know about annual returns will tell you, once I register my business and I file annual returns, that's it. That's not it. But today's topic is all about annual returns, so we'll just stick to annual returns. So filing annual returns is not the legal requirement, but also an essential part that of maintaining transparency, and it also promotes good corporate practice in your business. Pursuant to Section 822, Sub 1 of CAMA 2020, every individual, firm or corporation carrying on business under registered name shall not later than June 30th in each year, except the calendar year in which the business is registered, deliver to the Commission a return in a prescribed form or manner showing the particulars of the individual's firm or corporation and the nature of the business carried on. So it's basically saying individuals, that's sole proprietors, companies. Most times I hear are NGOs meant to file annual returns. It includes NGO, which is incorporated trustees. So you have to file annual returns, and it is also backed by the law, Section 822, Sub 1 of CAMA 2020. So why should you file annual returns? Well, most times I hear, but it did not tell us now. Most people would not tell you. You just help register your business, but they would not tell you. And you start hearing, should we have registered? Why should I file my annual returns? So why should you file your annual returns? The first point is that that is what is required of you. That's a statutory requirement. So as stipulated by the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, every entity registered with the CAC, regardless of whether it is a business name, private, public, NGO, incorporated trustee, or partnership, is required to file annual returns. So this answer questions such as, are NGOs meant to file annual returns, incorporated trustees? If you are incorporated trustees and you have not filed annual returns since you registered, please and please do the needful. You are required to file your annual returns, even if you have not made profit. Some of them say that, but I have not made any profit. Annual returns is a way for you to keep your details updated on the CAC register. Let them know that, okay, even if you are about to cease doing business, okay, I don't want to do business anymore, I have not made profit, you go by way of CAC. Sometimes most people just decide in their mind, and that's over. Like, they decide, I'm doing business, I'm not registering, I'm ready to register. Okay, after I register, I'm not doing business again. They think, since I'm not doing business again, I don't have any business with CAC. But that's a lie. Once you're registered with CAC, you have to do the right thing for your business with CAC, even if you want to cease doing business. So the second reason on why you should file annual returns for your business is post-incorporation services. So most times, annual returns is not the only post-incorporation service we do or we are to do at the Corporate Affairs Commission. We can do change of name, change of director. You want to upgrade from business name to limited later on. You can't do these things except your annual returns is up to date. Most times we pay for this incorporation service, and then they tell us to show proof that we've been filing annual returns, meaning that there's nothing you want to do with CAC after you've been registered that they would answer you except you provide proof of you filing annual returns. That's the second reason you need to file annual returns, so that you can access post-incorporation services. The third one is updated status. Most times we check our names and we see inactive. What could be the reason for being inactive? The one reason for being inactive is failure to file annual returns. When you fail to file annual returns, your business or company will be quoted inactive on the CAC portal. Then there was a time I saw someone's post saying that her visa was denied because the company she used as the sponsor, I think when they checked, it was inactive. Of course, people will feel reluctant to do business with you when they find out that your business name, your company is inactive. It means you are not in business. Even when you are currently in operation, CS is telling people that you are not in business. And why is that? You have not been filing your annual returns and it is not up to date. So do the needful. So if you want to upgrade, if you want to change your business status from inactive to active, you have to file your annual returns. There's no two way about it. That's the only way. Though that's the first stage, but that's the only way to change your status. If you write to CS and tell them my status is inactive, they will tell you to show proof of filing annual returns, which you don't have. If you have, you will not be inactive, or your status will not be inactive. So the other reason is the CAC register. I've been mentioning register. So when you fail to file your annual returns for a long period of time, or you fail to update your company record on the CAC portal for a long period of time, that name will be struck out of the CAC register. It simply means you don't exist. You don't care. Your business don't exist. Because you exist, but it means that name, as long as that name does not exist anymore, people can use that name, register that name as their business. Imagine you have certificates, you have a corporate account, people know you as a particular name, and that name is being taken by someone else, not because the person cheated you registered first. No, you waived your rights. Basically, you ignored your rights. What you should have been doing is filing annual returns to maintain your status, but you've not been doing that. And the name has been available. And another business owner is in fact not even trying, has registered that name as theirs, which is what you do. Imagine after you have built, after all the stress you have gone through just to build a good brand name, reputation, just to find out that that name you are using is no longer registered. Okay, imagine if it was even registered, but the name of proprietor under that name, you are not the one, it belongs to another person, and that person is suing you for infringement. Please, we don't want anything bad in 2024. Let's do the right thing. So the other reason why you should file your annual returns is enhanced public confidence. Like I said earlier, people will trust you. Imagine I want to do a transaction. There was a time I wanted to get the phone, and the guy sent me his company account, his company name. Instantly, I went to the portal. I was checking, is this guy registered? Because I know now there are some fintech apps that you can use a business name to open an account, and the business is not registered. So I was saying, I want something that is registered. That even the law will tell me this business is registered. I started checking. I even saw it, but it was not under the same name. Like, how cool is that? I saw the name. I saw the name I was looking for, but that was not what the guy registered using the name. So it is important that you file your annual returns. In the world of business transactions and investments, it is paramount that every individuals or corporate entities conduct due diligence on organizations they intend to engage with. Who will not do due diligence? Do you know how much that phone will even cost me? I just called the guy. The guy said, "Don't worry, we are registered. That's the company account. Nothing." I just said, let me just go and check. Don't let me drop the person's or the business name. But it happens. Sometimes people, when you tell people that you do business and you tender your documents, they will not ask you to do due diligence for them. They will go ahead and do due diligence about your business. Imagine they now go there and they are saying inactive, or better still, your name has been struck out of the register. They checked portal, check register, your name is not there, you don't exist. Fantastic. You have just lost an opportunity, and we don't want that for you in 2024. So reach out to your lawyer to help you if you are yet to file your annual returns. And the deadline for 2023 is June, but you are now due to file annual returns for 2023 if you are yet to file. And then failure to file annual returns after June or not before June 30 attracts a penalty fee. Imagine you have not filed for 10 years. It's every year penalty fee. You you are owing 10 years penalty fee. There was a time we please, I don't even want to go into details. Most of the time, when I think of annual returns and how much people have paid in penalty, in fact, I'm pained, like seriously pained. Some people spend over 200,000 in penalty, like because they've not been filing. Most times, they register their business and then they forget about it. I've seen people with 16 years existence and they have never filed annual returns. Calculate that penalty fee times 16, then had the statutory fee for 16 years on the money. Then you know how much I'm talking about. It's a whole lot, which we don't want for you. There's always a penalty. And then when you're filing annual returns, I'm sure you're wondering, so what details do I need to provide? If you are an NGO, they would ask you to provide an audited report. You have to show that the money entering the account was not used for personal use. It was used for what you claim you're going to use the money for as an NGO. The bank you have the money in, stuff like that. That's for the audited report. For companies, financial statements, how much turnover, how much did you make for 1 year, the assets. If you are owing, so you can declare it that you are owing. And it's not that they will charge you more than the amount they should charge you. You are just declaring, trying to be transparent about things or about operations in your business. So they would also ask you what type of company. Is it a small company? Is it a big company? Companies that have not made 25 million naira in a year, below 25 million naira, that's a small company. Then above, there are different classes of or types of company you may fall under. Then authentication, who is giving. I can't just come and say I want to file annual returns for a company I have no business with. They would ask you who is giving you the authority to file annual returns on behalf of that company or on behalf of that NGO, which you need to provide details of maybe the shareholder, the director, someone important in that company. And then they would ask you for PSC details, which is persons with significant control. They're also the shareholders. People that have 5% and above in a company are seen as persons with significant control. So they ask the details. They would even, most times when we check, the details you think you registered when you were registering your company might not be there. That's the reason why you need to file annual returns, to make sure your details are up to date on the CAC register. And then one of the benefits for timely filing is that when people are running helter skelter that hey, they've imposed another policy or another penalty, it will not even get to your side. In fact, you will have no reason to be panicking because, of course, you filed annual returns early. So what are we talking about? But you understand what I'm trying to say. So it will save you time, energy. You would save yourself from paying a lot of money as penalties and legal consequences. Then, if you know that you are here to do the right thing, you can drop a comment under the comment section. Just you can just drop the name of your business. We can reach out to you, or you follow us on our social media platforms. And then I would advise you to reach out to a lawyer. Let them check if your business is active or inactive. Or you can also reach us on 091 3537 4214 or follow us on our social media platforms at Law Ascent, at Ascent Nominees. On Facebook, just name them social media platform. We are there. We are there too because we need to help you people with legal compliance. And let's not forget, legal compliance can either make or mar your business. And we don't want that in 2024. We are here for 2024. All you have to do is take our hand and let us lead you through. Thank you. I hope to see you same time next week.